Good morning. I'm online, guys. Just in the room. SPY ran 8 points since yesterday's lows. So sick. Man. Such monster range. It's going to be a tough day on a Wednesday today. My Amazon chart is getting too cluttered. Or Thursday, excuse me. Not Wednesday. Not awake yet. I went through half a cup of coffee. There's going to be some winners and losers today. Oops. I don't trade with Thinkorswim. I just look at some data that it shows. Just because that's what I started playing with years ago, so I always go back to it to look at stuff. But I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. I remember saying yesterday, is Amazon going to move $100 today? Sure did. So sick. Real close. YouTube, I'll be back. Guys on YouTube, I'll be right back on there. On in a second, we'll grab a cup of coffee and we'll get started. Let's get her going here, guys. All right. SPY. Big move yesterday, guys. So, you know, there's a lot of risk today in SPY when there's this type of move. I mean, this is an enormous move. Up, down, remember? So we just got to be cautious, right? Where you see this, how I had this, this was our short here at 434.56. The first one worked. That's the one I took. And then the second level worked and it came back down. And then this area here, this was the risk box, right? See how it came right into the risk? And then it comes back up, it tests it, then we break out, we run back, and now we've got these lines down to 435.02, which is the close, right? So we're going to watch this area. We're just going to switch this to green. We're going to watch that area for a long. Now, doesn't mean it's going to come all the way back down here. I don't know, guys. This is a big move. Today is going to be a little hairy, so we're just going to have to be careful. Okay, let me get rid of this. Clean this chart up a little bit. Now, what we've got going on here is we have the open. We're over these highs here. Could easily come back into this range and bounce right in here. You see that pivot? That's the high here. Okay. Could easily bounce on this level as well. Okay, and continue up. It just depends on what the market's doing as a whole. We're going to have to watch it. We might have to take a couple of stabs at it. The thing is, to get to this level, it's got to get into the gap, which If it gets in the gap, then it probably wants to fill the gap at 436. Okay? 21. That's what we're looking at. So we're just going to have to see how this shakes out a little bit, how it comes down. We're just going to have to watch it. Okay? Kind of figure it out on the fly because this is such a big move. Qs. Q's a very similar situation. Once again, the 9. The 9 is right here. Let me move this up into the close. The 9 and the highs of yesterday. So the 9 is right here. Okay. I'm going to watch that area for a bounce. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. Whoops. Then we're going to move this here at the close. Here's the close. There's our channel, okay? Now, this 365.36 I think is in play, but if it gets over that, it's coming all the way up here. I think we're going to go on a big run. These lines came in yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. I have to go back and look at YouTube. But this is the run. So we'll be watching for this dip to get long. And then possibly if we get a straight pop for the short to come back and test these levels down at the close. Okay? Apple. Pretty straightforward there. Apple, probably somewhere in the close. 142 for the long. I don't think I would touch it before there. Let me get rid of some of this other stuff. Old levels. Okay? Nice pivot here, could bounce at, which is these levels here. The 9 is right in that area as well. The 9's right at this 192.42. Could take a stab at it at 142.92, and then take an ad at 142 and give it a little bit, but I don't know if you can give it a point. If you start in here, you're gonna have to buy sell to get down to this 141.20. Okay. All right. Got that? Short wise from this area, man, this is somewhere into this area. Maybe even at this close. Yeah, that's where I had it sitting before. 145.40. We can watch profits coming into that area. Could bounce back a little bit. We can move this down in here. Get rid of this. I can leave that there. It doesn't matter. So there's your channel here. Okay? And if we break under these levels, guys, if we break under these levels, once again, we'll be watching this type of movement. It's either going to bounce, it's going to come here and bounce, or it's going to do this number. It's going to come here, and then we're going to take it short for that move. Those are the moves. Understand? That's what we're looking for. Okay? Apple. AMC. Oop. Nothing on AMC that I want to trade. AMD looks like it's still cold at that new downtrend. Yeah. Poke through it just a touch. See how all these levels, they turn into pivots? Down here at the close. You can watch for the long there. We're right into the downtrend, right? This is the long-term downtrend. Short-term trumps long-term. But this is also short-term, okay? So could get a little suck back here to 103.65 for the push to break through this downtrend. So we can be watching for that move. I'm not real crazy about AMD, but we can watch for that type of move, okay? Amazon. These big damn candles make it so hard to read the damn chart. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. this, rid of that, that. All right, is that to 3,400? 33.9830. All right. All right, so the open, Amazon's trying to hold at $32.95. You know what? Yesterday we were talking about Amazon, and I'm like, was Amazon going to move $100 today? Sure damn did. Ran straight from here all the way up here into this 33.0392. So the close for Amazon, I think Amazon's going to want to test this close. I'll just be honest. So I think it's going to pull the market down into this area because it wants to test it before it runs. This is a pretty big move. It's going to want to test that close that it can hold. So we're going to watch this area here for a bounce. Okay. And then what I'll be looking for on that bounce is that SPY and Qs are now, let me get rid of this, are now at the lower level. Okay. It's not the one I want. I want this one. Okay. So let's watch this area right here. We're going to be watching for the bounce to get long in other places. SPY, Nvidia, Apple. Okay. Apple, I'm pissed off at Apple. I had that trade long and it makes me angry. Anyway, moving on. So we're going to be watching this area for a bounce on Amazon. If it comes down here, it should come all the way to the close. Could do the gap fill bounce here, but I think it's probably going to come all the way here, which in turn is going to pull SPY down. Okay. So what I mean by that, when I'm watching these other stocks that I may be playing, if Amazon's headed for that lower level, for me to want to get long, if Amazon's at that bounce level and SPY comes in this 436 area, then I'll be interested in a long. But if SPY's sitting in between these two areas and Amazon's headed to that level, I'm going to wait for this lower level down at the close on SPY as well. And that's going to be the same across the board, right? With Qs and SPY, we got to gauge that so we can get an idea of where we think the bounce is really going to be when it's this big of a move. Okay, it's not just one thing I'm looking at. Okay, Boeing. Boeing was a big move. Boeing broke the downtrend, came back. It's at a trend test. The long from 224.88 is probably going to be a pretty solid play today, guys. Should be pretty solid. That's the retest of the downtrend, basically. Right in here. I want it. The closer, the better. But if it gets down in this close area, if I'm watching, I may grab it there. Okay? For the run up, right? For the run up from here. The squeeze out. Okay? Need a piece of paper. All right. I like Boeing. I just wanted to write it down so I didn't forget because I'll go through the list and forget some of the plays I like. I like that bounce play on Boeing if it comes in here. Okay? And then I would give it probably 50 cents a risk, 40 cents, somewhere down into here. Maybe a point from that 24.88 on the bounce. I don't know if I want to go quite that deep. I'd really like it to hold this area. This is actually a better hold area. Are we sitting right? Let me adjust this a little bit. Oh, it's sitting right on it right now. I had to adjust that a little bit. I think it's going here. Could go either way, but this area for the bounce to push through, right? To push through this downtrend, okay? So I'll be watching for on Boeing. Baba. Look at that. Baba had a what gap? 6-point gap up on Baba. Get the fuck out of here. Boy, Tandy would be screaming, I'm taking Baba! I can hear him already. No, I don't. There's nothing to trade on Baba, guys. You just can't trade that. So, moving on. Carnival came into that bounce. Broke through, actually. How deep? About 30 cents. Worked out into a good play, but it probably would have been a loss for the day. Stay away from that one. Don't like the way that looks right now. Coinbase jam up. What a beautiful play from here. Huh. It's into key resistance right now. If it breaks out of here, she's probably going to run. Watch this pivot for a long here. If it can get down here, this 243, I would risk it. I don't think I would risk it before here. Could take a stab at it there. Coinbase isn't quite... It's running almost the way it should for a proper stock. It's very close, okay? It's getting there. The longer it runs, the better it's going to become, so... Sitting on the 50. 9's way down here. All right, moving on. Disney ran into that 177.68. It's rejecting. Can watch this 171.51, yesterday's lows, for a long. Possibly here if the whole market wants to lift around the close. I don't know if I'm so crazy about it. Disney contracts don't pay that well, so it's just on there. Facebook. Short on Facebook worked really well yesterday. Ding, slam. Dangerous play down here. It would have to come minimum here for me. 33.07, minimum. I wouldn't touch it before it got there. Possibly at 33.69, right at the close. Somewhere in this neighborhood, I would start looking at a long on Facebook if it can get its shit together. It's been selling off pretty hard, right? They've had a lot of bad news and bullshit. It's up in the gap now, actually. Where's that gap fill? Not far. So probably dip down and then want to come back up and test that gap. Okay? Remember, guys, just wait for the levels. Wait for the levels. Google. Close. A lot of close. Looks like a lot of close test. After this type of move, it's at least going to want to come back and test the close. The 9's right here on Google. I expect us to come down in the open to test these lower levels before maybe a jam up or it just fails all the way back down. So we'll see. Intel right into a daily level. Rejected. Talked about Intel yesterday. Didn't take this play. Oops. Probably should have down here. I think this 54.85 in this neighborhood would be a good short. Up in this area, if we can get a little pop into this box for the short for the ride back down to test the close, if that's the way the market's setting up, okay? Whoops. It's in the gap. Next stop, 76.46. Darn, it's coming down. Look at Microsoft, you bastard. Ran right up in there. I'm calling it. We gonna go back and test highs now? Take the short at 298.41, and I wouldn't touch it until around here for a long. And this is a pretty dangerous play on Microsoft. This is pretty dangerous, this play. That's a monster move. Watch that. Watch that area for the bounce. 293.13. Not crazy about that one, but we can watch the short up here. This is one of those days that we just got to kind of read the charts and hopefully read it properly. MU, I don't really see a play I like. Netflix is squeezing. Good Lord. NVIDIA. What is that candle? Gonna get a pop and drop? So it'd be a risky level, another risky level. Bigger level will be down here at the close, depending on what the market's doing, right? We can watch these areas. And then, of course, a short up here at 216.50. Could short right here from 212.42. I'm looking for a dip to go long, honestly. Those are the plays that I'm watching for. But I got to get a dip. If I don't get a dip, I'm not taking it. Okay? PayPal. Similar play down here to 264.03 for the bounce. Really not crazy about. We can watch the close area right here at 264.03. Qs 359.65 to 361.55. Look, you can't run this whole move. You can give it to the gap fill, and if it doesn't bounce right here, you have to close it and reset down here at 359.65. And if you get in there, you can give it 50 cents, and if it doesn't work, reset down here, right? Or when it comes in, pivot, take the short, you know. We have to figure out what's going to happen. Big range makes it super hard. SPY, same stuff. Nothing's changing on SPY right now. I have this red so I know where this pivot is. Okay? This was my previous short. So I want to see that one intraday. I can back up and look at the chart. I'm like, oh, yeah. It should bounce in this area, right? Sometimes I'll leave them on there. Square down here at 239.20. A lot of levels on the way down, but 242.40 maybe. Get rid of this one. That one I can't take. It's too close. 242.40. We could try a bounce on Square. Tesla says I'm going to run. I had a candle on Tesla about a month ago up to 937.88, and I'll be damned if it doesn't look like it's going to run up there. Crazy. Oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Give me one sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Twitter trash. Tesla. Watch Tesla for the close test right here. Somewhere in this neighborhood. We can flip this long. Can watch Tesla for a long down here. 780.91 in the close, right in this area. Okay. Twitter, deeper the better. I don't really like Twitter. UPS is running. Nothing else. All right. Open your trade decks, boys. Get your brokerage open. 5 minutes ahead of schedule today. Usually done at like 9:25. A lot of people. People buy options way out all the time. I just don't trade options like they do. They're playing theta, delta, gamma, whatever the fuck they are. I don't even use those. Delta, sometimes if I want to know how much an option contract's going to pay me, right, that's going to tell you how much the contract pays per dollar point that it moves. But otherwise, hold on, I can't see. Apple? Oh, you made more? Nice. Good job. All right, guys, we got about 8 minutes to the open. Kind of quiet. People are in late today. Comes that dip. I'm watching Nvidia down here. Nvidia's super dangerous up there. Put Apple over here. Who dinged? Was that me or was that somebody else? That was somebody else. Way to ding it up, Chris. Boeing. My chart's backed out so I don't zoom in and go jumping into a damn trade. All right, Amazon's broke below, headed towards that southern area. That's what I think is going to happen. Could we short it on the way down? We can, because we're up by pre-market highs. If Nvidia breaks through this 212.42, though, I do not want to be a part of that squeeze. Only if I'm long, you know what I mean? It's into the first level bouncing. Slap back. 5 minutes. Oh, yeah? That sucks. You should have read that report 2 months ago. You should have waited for that. Oh, shit. Intel? Yeah. Yeah, up in here. If it gets up there, it may come down to lower level first. See, Intel's pretty deep already. May come into long. If it comes, listen, if it comes down here and bounces and comes back at this level, it's going through it. Just understand. Okay? The first test in here coming this way, if it doesn't test this close, then we can take it short. But I'm not crazy about it. If it comes here, bounces straight up, I think it breaks out. Okay? Yes. There's a little phantom tick right here too. Watch out for this phantom tick. 53.77. But that's within standard risk. So, I mean, if you take it long here and give it down to like 53.77, give it 30 cents, maybe even to here, 53.66. Right this pivot, that's where I would give it to, right here. Okay? This will be your box. Yeah. Yeah, they have hotkeys. Yeah. Told you I don't know until it opens. So whatever levels come, I'm backed out watching. Apple's sitting on the first level right now. Nvidia's sitting on the first level. Spy's in the middle. Q's is in the middle. So I'm just leaning back in my chair at the open. I ain't got my hand on the mouse. Oh, I need to change that to Amazon. Woo! Look at that candle and tags the 3262. What the shit was that? I might have to go. I might have to grab this short here. Facebook's popping. Nvidia's diving. Amazon should come all the way down here after that candle. I'm going to watch the SPY short right here for the ride down. $439 puts. Watching. Look at this shit. Are you kidding me, Amazon? Boeing's breaking out and running. May not get an entry here. Nvidia's trying to hold this area. I'm going to risk a short on SPY when we come into pre-market highs. 439s. It's kind of high risk, but that's what I'm going to try here. So it comes up. Yeah, 440s, excuse me. You're absolutely correct. Just looking for the sign. Don't get caught in the squeeze. Patience. Q's is very close as well. Nvidia's still down. Apple's coming up. Off that first level. Jesus Christ. Boeing, big red candle. Now, if Amazon breaks the pre-market high, I won't be looking for a short. Starting to like it. Nvidia breaks this low here. I may get interested in a short. May. Intel's coming down. Right into that 440.04. Broke out of pre-market highs, guys. Be careful. Right into that 440.04. I'm going to watch it right there. Because we can't take it long from right here, so all we can do is watch with a short. I'm going to grab it at 440.04. I started in. Fill me at 236 on the 440 puts. Down 10 quick. Might squeeze me out, but I'm going to take one more ad right here. 220, 218. Might get squeezed here, guys. Just got to be careful. Just taking a stab. Might work, it might not. Woo! That'll raise the blood pressure. Put you down a couple of grand in a hot second. There we go. Come on down, baby. Come on. Boeing is just tanking. There we go. Come on. Come on. All the way back to VWAP, baby. All the way back. Go. Taking some profit here. Splitting on my contracts. These ones that I bought right there really got smoked. So I sold some that I bought right here. Now I'm comfortable in the trade. Comfortable for the moment doesn't mean that I'm going to stay in this thing. Come on down. Come on down. Man. Hasn't even got me even on those yet. Come on. Watch for a lower high here. Apple's coming back. Google's not helping the situation. Looks like we're going to get a little pullback here. We'll see. Apple's back to VWAP. Come on, give me one good red candle so I can get square on these and take an ad if I want to. Shit. Google's pushing. Yes, I'm adding, if you're wondering. Are you in it? I'm only going to go to this high, guys. I'm not really going to, like, this is it. It's either going to work and she's going to come down or it's going to pop out. Contract's real wishy-washy right now. Nvidia break the low here. Yep. All right, there's one sign. Apple broke the low. Google's starting to pull back. Microsoft's low. I am. I took an ad right here. Or, yeah, when this was green, I took a little ad. for the contracts I'd sold and bought back. As I split my profit, I bought them here, sold them. Not sure this is going to work. Boeing just came up big. Might want to go up and fill this gap. And damn it. Just think it wants to come down and test this low. We'll see. If it fails, it's going to come down fast. We had a nice pullback on Qs from the pre-market high. Qs could easily trap and squeeze. Low risk, only up to 440.18. Am I risking $10 contract? Damn it. Careful here. Peeled some off. That's nice. That's nice. A SPY. Come on down. There we go. Come on. Come on. I don't like this green move on Nvidia and SPY or Amazon. Let's come on down here to VWAP. There we go. Got a little profit in the bank. There we go. That's why you got to add sometimes. Microsoft's heading to a double bottom. Apple's put in a mature lower high. Doesn't mean it's going to hold, but that's what we're seeing right now. Got a lower high on Qs at the moment, lower high on SPY, but Amazon broke out. I'd like Amazon to fail anytime. Here comes Nvidia. I hate it when it makes me sit in a trade like this. Apple's coming down. There we go. That's the stuff I want to see. Break this low. There we go. That's what I like to see. Come on down. Looking good. Wiki to the top. There we go. Come on down, Amazon. You want to test this bottom while I'm in this short. Come on. Come on. Just need Amazon to cooperate with my trade plan. Come on, like this, Amazon. Then SPY's are going to keep coming. Oh, I need to take some profit. Come on. That was a good fill. There we go. Dump off some of those contracts. Square, made a little bit. You always take profit coming into VWAP, guys. Come on. I got a nice position if it can hold. If you're green or even, watch your profit. Don't go red. Big candle out of Apple. It's wish-washy. You see it? Wish-washy. I told you there's going to be a lot of emotion involved. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That's what's happening right now all across the board. Took another ad. Doesn't mean it's going to work. Hoping it's going to work. It's working. There we go. I take my profit quick when it hangs, guys. I take my profit quick. That was a quick $12 a contract. $14 it filled me, actually. I went all the way to 240. I got filled 215 right here. You got to react. Be ready to sell. Amazon's trying to break out. Amazon is really being a bastard right now. SPY needs Amazon to come down. It's going to be hard for it to come down without it. Another big slap back. Bears are starting to jump on. My next big profit point will be the 200. I will close this trade at the green no matter what now. Even if it comes back to this double top. I've made enough now that I can come back up. Microsoft did a little double bottom and is now coming back down for a third test. Left screen's freezing again. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Get under in VWAP, damn it. I'll take profit again. I'm taking short profits. $12, $14 a contract. It don't matter. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Don't suck up. Get me all emotional. Here we go. That should be it. There we go. We'll profit at the 50. If you wonder, I had 100 contracts right here. Cautious, guys. Just watching my trade, watching my profits. I'm waiting. I'm looking for any signs of strength. Okay? And I'll just close my whole damn trade out. Sold off all my contracts I bought here in the profit. I always started in small. Uh-oh. What just happened? Amazon break again? All right. This is the third time back up at this high. You should know what to do. So like when I buy these contracts on this pop back into this level, I sell it as soon as it comes back. $10, $9, I don't care. Look at NVIDIA, it's breaking lows. We need Amazon and Google to come down, and they're just holding it high. You still in Maffey? Got out at VWAP? Q's? All right. Told you, this will be it. I took a bunch of profit off. Amazon's trying to break out. Be careful here. We're going to go run into the gap. About to close. I'm out. I ended up okay green on the trade. Nothing fantabulous. I don't even mess around. Once I make that decision, I just close it. I'm done. I'll reset, wait. So my next area that I would watch this trade is going to be the VWAP call was a good play as well. I could have flipped and took it both ways and edged it, but I didn't. Man, I just don't buy that. Next area is going to be here. 441.79. I'll watch a lower high still, but in this area, I don't really trust it. What? Of course it does it while I got a fucking phone call. Piss me off. I'll watch for a lower high here. Man, I don't know. Looks trappy and squeezy. He's almost there. I don't know where you guys are at. I already know, Craig. I fucking yelled at him already. Oh. I'm fucking pissed off at him. It was. He never read my fucking text messages. I woke him up at fucking 8:30 and I said, you gotta be over there. He dicked around. I chased him out of the fucking house and then he fucking had to run somewhere, get gas, and then go over. I'm like, dude, do you not understand this is important? I yelled at him already about it, Grace. There's nothing. If you're driving down the road, meet him on the road. He's coming down, Markham. Just call him. Let me see. I can tell you where he is. Where are you at? Idiot kid. Idiot kid. God. I'm still watching for the short, guys. I'm looking for it. Took one stab at it. I want to catch that big move back down. Need Amazon and Google to fall. No, broke out again. Squeeze it. Watch that Q's trade. It's probably going to pop out. There it goes. Spy's pushing. Q's is going to pop out. Short squeeze. Short squeeze. Now we're solidly into the gap. Apple bouncing that 142.92 right in the middle. Damn. Still ain't moved much. Point. Told you it was going to be a tough day. It's that 441.79. That's the gap fill. I'll be watching that for the short coming in there. The 50 is right above, but man, that's quite a distance for it to run. I guess it could run there. Q's is coming in. When Q's comes into that level, I'll be watching as well. Is that the gap fill in Q's? I think so. Look at Q's go, baby. Nope, no gap fill. That's just a level. Close. Probably will bounce there that first hit. Told you guys I don't mess around. I just close it. See, because this is what happens. It starts short squeezing. Apple's taking off. Facebook's still deep. Kind of wants to mag it up into that gap fill. I'm telling you, 441.79. That's why I played with it here on this bounce back. But once it broke, get the fuck out. Apple gonna run all the way up here? It's 10 o'clock, guys. If you're green, you don't have to chase it, but I'm gonna watch this gap fill test, personally. I should have switched and went long here at VWAP. But Nvidia being down, everything being low, most of the stocks were kind of low.
I did just that.
Good job. Did you take SPY or Q's long?
Q's.
Good job.
Once it bounced up to 360.
Good job, Kelly. Just chopping. I can't see it. Good job. Good job, buddy. Nice hit. You're going to cut into that red number.
That red number's awful big.
Huh?
That red number of mine is awful big.
Well, you learned a lesson, didn't you?
But it's happening. It's happening.
Everybody catches it long. Everybody caught that VWAP tag long. Your fierce leader's looking for this 441.79 to go short. Probably get squeezed on again, but I'm going to take a stab at it right there. Real close to me taking a stab right now, actually. $442 puts. Come on, baby. Get up there. Be a little lower high. Yeah. A nice move back into VWAP for the push. Oh, shit. It's going to go right in close. Didn't even get 20 cents in. Like right in there, I was going to start in coming into the level. Damn it. Oh, well. Probably not going to take another trade today, guy. I've had a big week. Today was a little light. It is what it is. God damn it. Right in the middle of the gap. It just... bleh. Ran right into that other bottom of that candle, didn't it? Yeah, you son of a bitch. I looked at it and I said, I could fail there. I could have risked it and I didn't. Oh well. When I was looking at it earlier on SPY, there ain't nothing else I really like. I had looked at this candle, bottom of this candle. I'm like, oh, it could short there. That's exactly where it bounced. Well, it bounced through a little bit, actually. Might suck up and still tag that gap. Just wait for it. Well, if you're green, stay green. Don't take another damn trade. YouTube, I'm going to let you go. Have a great day.